So new rule: career criminal politicians can no longer hold office unless you have you can't hold office unless you have what you can't be rich and you can't get paid by the taxpayers. So if you're now from now on, if you want to join Congress or House of Representatives or mayor or governor, now you gotta work for free. You can't vote yourselves raises. You have to no more career criminals. So yeah, I was just reading this article about how home prices are going to drop 30 to 40%. No, not home prices. Sorry, home sales are going to drop 30 to 40%. And but the prices aren't going to drop. Well, the reason that prices have been allowed to rise, and the reason that prices have been rising is because correct criminal politicians have been paid to allow them to rise. You can give a career criminal politician, dog, 25 cents and they'll do whatever you say. I mean, they don't even make that much money. And then while they're letting prices rise, they're doing insider trading, and then they're giving themselves raises, and I mean, they're just career criminals, and they shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed to have that job. They should have regular jobs. If you're going to be a politician, you have to work for free, or you have to and you have to go get a regular job, and then you go to so you could work for the poor people. You can't make over $40,000, whether you're single or if you have a family of five or six. So then you'll know what it's like for real poor people in America. And I think they have that commercial about homeless kids now, and then they have like the black kid on there, and so they're saying like all white people are rich. I guarantee you, you go to Arkansas, you go to Nebraska, and all those middle states, and I guarantee you, those white people in those states beg to differ, and but they keep telling them that the career criminal politicians, they don't care about white people, they don't care about anybody, and they'll tell them, oh, don't worry, you're better than the blacks. See, we make all these commercials where it shows all the black people on welfare, and homeless, and then so they don't say that 40% of white people in this country are actually on welfare, and but they just tell, oh well, at least you're not that bad. So then the white people think, well, at least everybody doesn't know that we're this poor, living in trailers. So the 40% who are on welfare, 40% of European Americans who are on welfare, that's not including the other 20 or 30%, or maybe even another 40% possibly, who are the working poor, that can't afford those new houses and have to work your lives away, to pay for a place to live. Dogs, in the 21st century, dogs still just trying to rip people off, just dogs. And the career criminal politicians, they allow it because they go in, a lot of them, they're trailer trash and their families on welfare. But then when they come out, or they just keep making millions, but then they don't help other poor white people because they're actually making it even more difficult for other poor white people because they're letting the price of cars go up, they're letting the price of homes go up, they're letting the price of food go up, they're letting the price of healthcare go up, and those dogs are being kicked back by all those companies, by the housing market. They're being kicked back. They're making money. They don't tell you that, but they made it legal. I was watching a show on 60 Minutes. I think this was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I just caught the tail end of it, but I think it was a junior congressman or something. And he was saying, yeah, they could take kickbacks. They could take, lobbyists, low life lobbyists can come in and say, you know, here, we're going to give you this money and you make the laws the way we want them. So nobody talks about it, but that and the fleecing of America ever since garbage Ronald Reagan was in there, and even that other garbage, even before then, even before Ronald Reagan. But Ronald Reagan was really the real garbage man, and this with that deregulation crap because he was getting kickbacks, he's making money, from all those dogs, and just fleecing America, letting all those American companies leave the United States, for and dumbass Jimmy Carter saying how Americans are going to have to just accept a lower standard of living. He said, no, we just got to get rid of you, you dog. He doesn't have to because he's a millionaire peanut farmer. He's got a farm. He's making millions. Doesn't even need to work. So that's why if you're president, you can't get paid. You got to get a regular job. If you're a politician, any politician, you work for the government. You can't get paid by the government. You got to get a job. You have to get a regular job, and you can't make over 40,000. You can't take kickbacks. You can't be rich. You can't go into politics if you're already rich because they know, I mean, look at Donald Trump. He's giving his buddies all kinds of kickbacks, tax breaks. They keep the super rich keep the tax breaks, but the poor. I think in 2027, the poor people have to give the tax breaks back. I mean, and you're gonna vote for that guy? I mean, but they're all the same, though. They're all the same. Trump is just a caricature of what all those other politicians are doing already, and he's ruining the country because that you don't hear him talking about making Ford and all those companies and Apple come back to America anymore because he knows he's already in there. He's got it. And then so that he was talking all that crap, but you don't hear anything about it anymore. About because he doesn't have to say anything. So just just dogs ruining the damn country, letting prices go up, and then they give themselves raises. The governors and people in Congress and the Senate that you vote for, they're battling each other. They're lying. They're not battling each other. They're doing that for show. I'm telling you, they're fleecing. They're tricking the people. They're wagging the dog, and people think that there's a difference between Democrats and Republicans, and then they all get together and give themselves raises and go, ha ha, I got good medical insurance. And once you become once you become like a congressman, I think for 2 years you get paid your salary for life. So and then they're greedy dogs though. That's not enough for them. They want more, more, more. So they all come out super rich. They all come out. None of the You'll never see a poor politician. You don't see anybody as a politician and that goes hungry. Because they set all this crap up so they can do insider trading. So they can scam people, but then they go out and they raise taxes, so it'll stress you out, and they let home prices go up, so it'll stress you out, so you won't have time to pay attention to them because you're trying to pay your mortgage or pay your rent, or pay for higher food. Everything's constantly going up, and they're the ones that are letting it happen because they're criminal dogs, and they know the way the human psyche functions. So, and then they use it against you. They're dogs. I'm telling you, they're all dogs. We got to vote, but we won't. They know that people won't get together because that's why they make the poor white people think that they're better than the black people because they know then they'll be happy. And the country's majority of white people, and they keep that racism going because they got a good thing. Why would they want to fix that? So they know the way the human brain works. They know the way stress affects, the human psyche. So you're dead. You better you can just because people are stupid anyway. We deserve this crap. So what the hell, man? Let's see. Why can't I turn this damn thing off? What the hell? That thing won't let me turn it off. Am I recording?